Hey, what's up guys? I'm Jagat and welcome back to my channel. So today in this video I'm going to give you all the detailed explanation about the instrument cluster of Apache RR 310. Well, you may be wondering what's so special in this instrument cluster. Well, it may have just the speedometer, odometer, just like other bikes. Yes, it has got speedometer, odometer and clock just like other bikes, but still there's plenty of info inside this instrument cluster which you all may not know. So in this video, let's find it out. Okay guys, in case this is your first time in this channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. The instrument cluster in Apache RR 310 is the most advanced instrument cluster you will notice in this segment bikes. The instrument cluster will take few days or weeks to get used to it because there is lots of info inside this, and similarly you may be riding some other bike and you may be used to that instrument cluster, so it will take few days or weeks to get used to this instrument cluster. The instrument cluster may look small, but it has got all the required info which we need to know. So this is a multifunction display as we all can see. So if you all see, there is just only one button for navigating as well as for selecting the options. If you look at top and bottom of this instrument cluster, we have all the warning lights, battery indicator, side stand indicator and so on. Now let me just navigate to all the modes and explain you all in detail about it. Okay, I'm starting off with this range mode. So if you all see in this range mode, it displays the approximate total distance the bike can travel with the amount of fuel left in the tank. So when the fuel level drops to 2 points in the fuel meter, it automatically comes to this range mode no matter in which mode you are in. So at full tank it shows a range of 300 odd kilometers. So far I have got a maximum range of 371 kilometers. Next, moving on to IMI. IMI stands for instantaneous mileage indicator. So if you all see in this mode, when the engine is turned on and when the bike is in idle, it will show no values. But while we are driving the bike, the value will keep increasing and decreasing. If you all are driving in the highways, you all can see the numbers increasing. It may go up to 60, 70 or sometimes even 80. And in city, it will be in lower values. So this mode will work only while we are driving the bike. Moving on to the next is the mileage mode. So again, this is a pretty useful mode. I like this mode very much. It displays the approximate mileage. So far I have got a mileage of about 35. Anyway, I'll be doing a separate mileage review of this bike, so please be stay tuned for it. So if you all see in this mode, we have to reset the value each time. So you go from point A to point B, you note down the mileage and you have to reset it, so that when you go from point C to D, again it will display the approximate mileage. So this mode has to be resetted each time. So when you keep in this mode and when you start driving, you can see the values increasing or decreasing. Moving on to the next one is the total fuel. This mode displays the total amount of fuel consumed by the bike. So this mode has to be resetted by us manually. Each time whenever I refuel this bike, I just reset it. So again, this is also a pretty useful feature. Okay, now moving on to the trip meter. So if you all see, the bike has got totally 3 trip meters: trip 1, trip 2 and trip A. So if you all see this trip 1, this has to be resetted by us. So this is just the trip meter which we can set while we are going for some long rides. Trip A displays the total amount of kilometers we have traveled in a single day. This mode gets resetted automatically each day, or in case if we change the date. Next, if you all see, we have the high speed. So in this mode it actually displays the top speed the bike has achieved. Whenever you go past the old high speed, the new value gets updated automatically in this mode. When you are getting this bike as brand new from the showroom, remember the top speed will be indicated as 120. I'm mentioning this because in my delivery video I had mentioned that I was shocked to see the high speed of the bike as 120 because it had run only about 6 kilometers. So that's the reason I'm mentioning it now. Okay guys, moving on to the next is the average speed. So again, if you all see in this mode, it displays the average speed. So again, when we keep in this mode and while we are driving this bike, we can see the values increasing or decreasing. Remember, this mode has to be resetted by us manually each time. Okay guys, now moving on to the engine temperature. As the name suggests, it displays the engine temperature in degrees Celsius. Remember, there is also a coolant temperature indicator. Now moving on to the overspeed. This mode can be turned on or off by us. When we turn it on, we all can set the speed limit starting from 30 km per hour and it will go maximum up to 190 km per hour. Remember, the value will get increased by 5 km per hour. So I have set the speed limit at 80 km per hour. So each time when I cross 80 km per hour, a bright red light flashes over here and it indicates me. Okay guys, moving on to the next is the 0 to 60 km per hour. So in this mode, it actually displays the time taken by the bike to complete 0 to 60 km per hour. Remember, each time when you go past your old record, the new value gets updated automatically inside this. Again, this mode can be resetted by us whenever we want. Okay guys, moving on to the next is the trip timer mode. In this mode, it actually displays the time taken to complete the trip until the ignition key is turned off and on. Remember, this can be resetted by us. This mode actually looks pretty confusing to me. Moving on to the next one is the date. So if you all see, it displays the date, month and year. So it has got built-in leap year calculation. Remember, this can be changed by us whenever we want. Moving on to the next is the lap timer. Again, I have not used this feature. This feature can be useful for those driving in tracks. For turning it on, you have to just keep in this mode and press the pass by light or just press the set button for turning on this timer. Again, for stopping it, just press the set button or press the pass by light for stopping it. Okay guys, moving on to the next one is the lap info. It actually displays the lap info like the time recorded earlier. The color of the instrument cluster changes according to the light. At night it looks super awesome. Both in daytime and nighttime, I had no issues in reading this instrument cluster. Okay guys, that's it from this video. Hope you all found this video useful. If you all have any questions or you all want to say something, you all have the comment section below. And finally, if you all have not yet subscribed this channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.